Okay guys, Jen the Taxidermy Witch here, and we are walking into the cemetery. This is the cemetery in my hometown. The elementary school where I went to kindergarten through 4th grade is actually right behind this cemetery. And I'm going to go there next if I'm able to. Take you guys to my old school. It's shut down now. It's been shut down for like 15 years. I guess that maybe says a little bit about my age, but so here we are at the cemetery, and I'm walking in backwards, and I'll walk out backwards if I forget to say that. You can walk in circles to confuse spirits of where you're going. But from what I've encountered, almost everything here is beautiful, except for one thing that I found last time, and I hope to get to show you guys that. So, basically there's lots of little beautiful trails. It's a quite old cemetery. It's not as old as, man, some of the ones I've seen in Scotland and everything. And I want to say this. If you guys don't know someone in a cemetery and you're going there just because of what it is, and you want to take something from it, I'd take it from outside of the gates, because the energy is still there and it's still the same. And I don't feel like at that point you're taking from anything or anyone in here. So I just want to say that. And also I announce myself. Spirits, it's Jen. I'm here for good purposes and to bond with those I love in this space. And now I'm going to cleanse myself right before I walk in. And I have sage here in my purse to do that. So I'm going to stop the video, and I just want to do like maybe little snippets on, well, maybe I can just walk up and show you how I cleanse when I get there. I don't want to do editing, and I apologize. I know you guys, well, Irene says that it's annoying, but Irene, I love you. If I was more savvy, I would try to not be so annoying. So there's some really, really beautiful spots up here. The family name that I'm friends with is where I'm headed to first. I'd like to bond with them again. I think it's been about 2 months since I've been up here. Oh, there's a gorgeous spider in the sunlight. I don't know if we can see it. Yep, you can see it. Awesome. I'll come back to that. Lately, spiders have been just following me around everywhere I go. Even my bed. Can we see that spider? It's a big one. It's really beautiful here in the morning. It's 9 a.m. and I'm trying to be really respectful and not disrupt anybody's sleep here. Hi guys. Good morning. So I'm going to show you my bag of what I bring to the cemetery, because I think it's important that you bring things to give to the spirits. It's very important. There's actually a bench over here. I keep looking down because there's gravestones everywhere and trails everywhere, and I don't want to trip and fall or disrupt anyone. So we're right in the middle of the cemetery here, guys. And let me open up so that we can get a little more depth. How are you guys today? And I hope that you're excited about this cemetery series and hometown series I'm doing this morning. I worked tonight and I woke up and I was like, I could sleep in. Sure I could. I didn't want to. I wanted to talk to you guys and get up and do videos, so that's what I'm doing. Can you see me? A little bit. Okay, so I have a blanket so that I can sit and meditate, or sit and do offerings and things, and light candles, and you'll see. And you never, ever, ever light a candle where it's in an area where things could catch fire. That would be really, really bad. I have my water bottle in here in case anything happens. That's really important. Basically, I always have books with me, and I usually always have my encyclopedias of magical herbs and Wicca in the kitchen, and then now mystical herbalism. But I brought these books because while we're in the cemetery, I thought it would be cool to talk about the evil eye, and I found things on the evil eye in both of these books. So that won't be in this very video. This very video, I'm walking you into the cemetery and I'm showing you what's in my purse when I come into the cemetery. So, jingle jangle jars, jingle jangle jars, jingle jangle jars. Okay, so really important for me to always carry this into the cemetery with me. It's a protection bottle that I've made for myself, and I think I've shown it on another video. This is in the What's in My Purse video. So I make sure to have this with me. And then now that I'm here, I want to do a little cleanse on myself. And the smallest thing I could bring, because the sage was a bit bigger, was my Palo Santo stick. So I'm just going to cleanse myself, and I'm also going to cleanse this new deer jaw that I bought yesterday at that charity shop, and because I want to try and like consecrate it here in the cemetery. I can never remember that word, I don't know why. And luckily it's not super windy. And normally I light this over a candle, but I've not got my candle going yet, so I'll be cleansing myself and keeping myself safe from any spirits that may have negative intentions, but they don't. And I'm going to restate that I am here with just positive intentions. Putting my match in the jar to take with me. Cleansing this bone of any negative energies that may be attached to it. Just doing a little extra cleanse on myself here. Around the top of my crown chakra. All over. Okay, so when we put it back in the jar when it's hot and burning, that's okay, because the jar is not going to have oxygen. It's going to put it out. So that's a really safe way to keep your fire contained while you're out and about in nature, right? Right, Irene? You do need all these glass jars. They've got to be glass. Okay, so another thing that I always bring too is some full moon blessed water, and you can see the size is just a little mini jar, and this is quite antique. I don't know if there's any bad things like, not energy, but bad things like this can't be sanitary, I don't know, so I don't drink out of this. I just use it here in the cemetery, and when I'm out and about, this is kind of like my to-go full moon blessed water. So I feel like that gives me an extra blessing, and then sometimes I pour it on like special plants that are here in the cemetery that I really love, or these children's grave sites that I visit. And I guess I should just tell you about them, because I don't think I should show the stone on camera. I found them back over here. Their graves are always in the beautiful sunlight. One of them died at 9 days old, and one of them died at 21 days old. And that is just so sad in itself. But those children bring me so much joy, and I actually brought them some special things today, because it's really important that you leave offerings when you take something from nature, but when you take something from a cemetery, you have to leave an offering. I feel like even your presence being here is a gift, so if you come in, leave an offering, and that can be a coin from the bottom of your bag, but everybody probably knows that you can leave coins, right, on the gravestones. Well, you can leave gifts like for children, toys. For adults, you could leave alcohol. So today for the kids, because I've got a couple kids that I visit here, I've brought these ceramic things that I found in just a charity shop bag at the Goodwill. Because kids just love animals, don't they? And these ones I didn't feel belonged to my collection. I already have a cougar. I have a real one, you know? And there'd be something else funny I could say, but I'm not gonna. I brought a little tiny deer. This is going to somebody special here. And a little, like, teddy bear This is ceramic. So those will be really cool because they're not plastic. If they went into the ground, it wouldn't, like, you know, be toxic to the earth. I don't know. I also brought a key because sometimes I like to hold this in meditation, or it can be a really good offering gift. I don't know. And like, okay, here's something unique. Like, kids like to play games, right? So you could bring jacks, or I have dice. I have this for, ooh, oh no, the amethyst for either a gift or for protection. And then also, so there's some little stone, I don't know what it is in here, and I might leave that sometime. And then I have these like poker chips that were just like game board pieces, but again, game board pieces because kids love to play games. So I brought them little animals and games, and then of course you're gonna have your coins, you know, your pennies, your nickels, your dimes, etc. I just lost everything. Well, I'll pick that up in a minute. That's crazy. I don't know why that happened. And I keep that in my coconut shell. Okay, so next, I have rose water because I feel like if for some reason you feel like you're getting a bad energy from something, the smell of the rose water will just almost take it away in my experience. And when I talked about rose water in other videos, I said that the smell just instantly makes you happy. It instantly makes you feel not upset or sad anymore. So for me, if there was a spirit here that may have been upset by my presence, when I pour rose water out around me or on myself or sprinkle it, I swear it seems to go away very quickly. So I'm happy for that, and I feel like that's also a gift to a spirit that may be not having the best day. Interpret it as you will, you know. So in my little travel altar, I also keep these matches, and then just a little tea candle. I also brought in another glass jar that's bigger because this wouldn't fit in my small one, because I'm going to go collect seawater or dirt from the school that I grew up at. I'm not getting dirt from a cemetery. I'm not doing that. And so I have a little pink candle in here that I may do some candle magic with. Because pink I chose for the school. It's angelic. It's my childhood. There was a lot of... We'll get into it. But the school is literally straight through the woods. So I'm going to stop this video now because I've shown you everything that I brought to the cemetery in my witchy purse. And if I was here doing other things like collecting from outside of the cemetery gate, you could bring a spade, you could bring, you know, like a small shovel, a bandana, some jars to collect your out of the cemetery dirts in. Just the main thing is be respectful, you guys, and visit a cemetery a few times, or know someone in it, or be connected with it. Don't rush in somewhere and just pull dirt, because it's not good. Energies can and will or could follow you home, you know, not will, but you just really need to watch Witches, Sable, and Blonde's video if you guys don't know those witches. They're amazing, and I just watched their cemetery videos again this morning before I came out because it's such good advice. And I'm not giving you loads of information from theirs, a couple snippets plus my own, but watch theirs because they're great, and I just love everything about their channel. So check them out. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to try and like meditate with this, connect with this, and then after that I'm going to give some gifts to my little children friends, and then after that I'm going to start the camera again and show you something down below. It's a gravestone that I found from a movie I found on Netflix called Just Melvin, Just Evil. And I may or may not attach that in the video, but basically Seattle and this whole surrounding area, there's like loads of true crime. Ted Bundy, Gary Ridgway, they're both from right here in Seattle, Tacoma area. So everybody knows Ted Bundy. Gary Ridgway is the Green River Killer. And this guy down around the corner, in my opinion, well, he wasn't as popular, not a lot of people know his name, but in my opinion could be worse. So if you're into true crime, check out the video I link below. It took place in the town I was living in, and I never knew this whole scenario. So then I just happened to find him down here because it looks like he passed away. Do I like the fact that his energy is here in the cemetery? No, but it's actually quite far away from most of the people I visit, so I feel like that's alright. And if for some reason I don't get it on the video, guys, it's because I got down there and just felt too yucky. So, I love you all, and thanks for joining me, the Taxidermy Witch, here in the beautiful Seebeck Cemetery of my hometown.